because I'm on 8950, and last week I had to go to 8952 or whatever. Like, it was off by quite a bit. So, guess we'll see when other people get on how they sound. Some more. Step on a lot of alligator clips. No alligator clips. It's all plug-in cables. No way. You put your thing in cables? Oh, my God. Now, that doesn't sound very good to me. I don't know if that's just me. It sounds very choppy. I couldn't even tell who it was. No, me either. Roger. Okay. Yeah, no, everything just happens to have cables plugged in. I'm not saying it's an anomaly. We'll put it that way. I do. We'll put it that way. Mr. Pipeline, good evening, good evening. Mr. Pipeline, good evening. So, yeah, you sound good. Well, damn, I'm still running. Yeah, you sound good. I was going to fix my power supply. I still haven't because I'm lazy. I was going to go back and run the other radio with a little bigger amp, but, you know, I'm just lazy. So I'm going to sit inside. This is where I had this rigging going for audio, so this is what I'm going to try to roll with. Bigger amp, but, you know, sit inside. This is where I had this rigging going for audio, so this is what I'm going to try to roll with. Roger. Am I sounding up here, screwdriver? Oh, yeah, you sound great. Sound right on. I'm making the trip. Holy bejesus, what is going on, Mr. Paranoid?
Oh, geez, we're just hanging out up here in the Waldeboro Woods.
Roger, Roger, on the Waldeboro Woods.
Oh, what was that? Pipeline? Did I hear pipeline hauling the Paranoid? Did I hear pipeline? Roger, Roger on that. Yes, sir, pipeline. I heard that. Absolutely. Making it from Rumford out here to the mid-coast. Mr. Paranoid, right here, 269er. Mr. Paranoid in Waldeboro. Absolutely making the trip. Absolutely. Sure did there. Pipeline. Nice to talk to you. Nice to make the trip across the state.
It's on anything? You gotta come down in frequency. You're a little high in frequency.
I'm always a little high.
That's the same person? You went too far.
That Regal trying to talk?
Wow, I don't know. It sounds like there's a lot of people off tonight.
I think there's something weird going on. Moose and Paranoid have an echo, and I wonder if there's an atmospheric thing going on here. Because I don't understand why two people have an echo.
Roger.
Hey, Moose, you got a copy on radio, man? Moose, are you copying any type of an echo or anything like that on me? Do you hear any type of echo? Because there's a slight echo, you and Paranoid.
Look, everybody's got an echo tonight. Sounds like Screwdriver has an echo too.
Yeah, we got some weird atmospheric thing going on because the locals like Swiper and Screwdriver don't have an echo. And although I consider you guys locals, but you guys farther out have an echo.
Oh, man, I see that.
Yeah, you guys will definitely hear it on the live feed.
everybody disappear or what?
I'm here. Waiting for the show to start, I think.
Okay, I was just making sure my speaker didn't cut out. It was just kind of weird dead air.
Yeah, we can get started. You guys all set if I get started?
Heck yeah.
All right, I just had to turn down another radio here. All right, here we go. Welcome to Maine SideBanders, Maine's very own citizens band sideband network here. The one and only Maine CB, Maine SideBanders. So tonight I'm going to start in the south, and I'm going to grab the guys in New Hampshire, work my way up, and hopefully Floyd says he's running a little late tonight. If he's not ready, Paranoid can probably step in and help out with anyone up to the north there, and I'm sure any of you guys like Moose that are in there can help with relays and whatnot. Hold on a second. 1, 2. Okay, I'm just making sure there. And just to get some old business out of the way, I'm going to need your submissions for the Maine SideBanders bikini calendar. I got everyone's submissions. Please, no nudes. Okay, actually, I think what I'm going to do before I swing down and grab the guys to the south, let me move my antenna. I'm on the Omni right now, but let me move the antenna to the south so I just got a better shot at hearing everybody here real quick. Just bear with me for a second, and we should be there in just a moment. We're coming around to the west. We'll get this antenna full down to the south. And, all right, stand by. I'm going to unkey here, and I'll switch over to the beam antenna, and I'll grab some of you guys down to the south. So stand by. All right, any stations, state of New Hampshire, any stations, state of New Hampshire, do you have a copy? Come now.
Radio Man, 2020.
Copy that on 2020 in Rochester, New Hampshire, 2020. Yeah, hearing an echo on you tonight. Any other stations, state of New Hampshire?
They're close down here, Jim. Why don't you give him a holler and see if he can hear you?
Paranoid, I can tell, I can hear their voice, but I can't make out anything. I thought I heard something like a 395. You're going to have to relay there, Cyclops.
Okay, that's Jim, 359 over here in Rochester also.
Okay, I could just barely make him out. I heard something like a 3, as you probably guessed. Any other station, state of New Hampshire, state of New Hampshire. I think I heard 413 Boss Man. Did I get that right?
113 Ball Jam.
Copy. 113 Ball Jam. Okay, Ball Jam. What town are you in, Ball Jam?
I'm in Rochester.
Copy that on Rochester, New Hampshire. 113 Ball Jam. And someone was asking a question, 26.895. We are down below channel 1. Any station, state of New Hampshire. Any other station, state of New Hampshire.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of static. This is, it's actually Gonzo.
Gonzo. Okay, Gonzo.
Yeah, 113 Gonzo.
Okay, copy that. Any other station, state of New Hampshire, state of New Hampshire.
Yeah, I'm in Rochester, down the road from Cyclops. I was using the Ball Jam handle there to see if I could give you a good lap tonight.
Copy that. Any other station, state of New Hampshire. Copy that. 333 in Lee, New Hampshire. Okay, Lee, New Hampshire. We got you, 333. Any other stations? Someone, whoever that was, you were off frequency. It sounded like you said Lisbon, but I couldn't tell who that was. Any other stations, state of New Hampshire? Cyclops, you hear anyone else? Did I get everybody?
Nope, I can give a holler out there. Any stations, state of New Hampshire, want to check into the Maine SideBanders, come forward. Radio man, did you hear 983? He's also in Lee, New Hampshire. Joey Crayon, Joey Cheesecake. We have a bunch of names for him.
I did not hear 983 in Lee, New Hampshire. Thank you for the relay. Is there any others in New Hampshire?
Have you, Dragonfly?
All right, I'm hearing nothing else. I'm going to move on here. All right, Maine SideBanders, York County. Any stations, York County? Nothing heard. Maine SideBanders are looking for anyone in Oxford County, Oxford County. Let me do it this way. Oxford County. I know Oxford County's kind of a lot of county. Oxford County.
Yeah, I don't know if, Fixit knows we're down here, so somebody could go up to 37 real quick and announce, because I know he doesn't have the internet. Pipeline was out there, Mr. Pipeline. I don't know if you pointed that direction, but yell for Mr. Pipeline.
I'll go up to 37.
Thank you, sir.
All right, we're going to move on. Cumberland County, Cumberland County.
Oh, I'm guessing you didn't hear Pipeline just talking?
I did. I couldn't make him out. I couldn't quite make him out. But I got him logged down.
10-4. All right, Mr. Pipeline, you are logged in.
All right, Cumberland County, Cumberland County.
I'm here.
Okay, we got Greg in Portland down in Cumberland County. Greg in Portland. All right, who else we got Cumberland County for Maine SideBanders?
Maniac and Wyndham.
Oh, okay, Maniac checking in from Wyndham. All right. I don't know if maybe we've had you in here before. Maybe it was from Taz's place. All right, anyone else Cumberland County?
You got Andy in Wyndham.
Oh, okay. Welcome, Andy over in Wyndham. Okay. Well, I'm sure you're probably hearing Maniac pretty well. Who else we got in Cumberland County? All right, not hearing anyone else. We're going to move on to Androscoggin County. And Screwdriver, we're going to put you down. Androscoggin County.
Yeah, Wingnut here in Auburn.
Oh, look who it is. Wingnut. He lives, huh? We haven't heard you in a little while. I know you've been busy. Who else we got for Androscoggin County? Oh, boy, you're a little high in frequency, whoever that is. Anyone getting who that is?
It's actually low in frequency, but yeah, I don't know who that was, but you got Swiper in Auburn here.
Whoever that was attempting to check in, just try one more time. If not, we'll have to try to help you after we get through roll call. Try it one more time. Okay, not hearing anything. We're going to go Androscoggin County, Androscoggin County.
Hunter, you got a copy on this one?
There you go, Hunter. We got you that time. Hunter over in Lewiston, we got you. Good evening.
How are you?
There you go. Was that you just a minute ago?
Nope, it wasn't.
Okay, copy that. It wasn't you. Very good. Androscoggin County for Maine SideBanders. Androscoggin County.
You got Swiper in there?
I don't. I know he's in there, but I will put Swiper in there. Who else we got for Androscoggin County? Whoever that is that just tried, I cannot understand you. I cannot understand you. If anyone can pull that out, please jump in.
Joker over in Lewiston.
Hey, Joker, sounding good that time. I know a little while ago you were a little off key there, but you're sounding good now, Joker.
Yeah, evidently the amp don't like it.
Yeah, you sound great right now. You sound just like Joker. Who else for Maine SideBanders?
Snowman here.
Okay, hey Snowman. Snowman, just double check and refresh my memory. You're in Lewiston, right? Snowman, are you in Lewiston? Okay, no more Snowman. And whoever that is that just tried to key up just a second ago, still can't understand you. I don't even know where to start. I can't tell what's going on there. Androscoggin County. We'll have to revisit you if we can't figure out what's going on there. Or send a text message to somebody. We can try to do hieroglyphics here.
Yeah, Snowman's in Lewiston. He did say 10-4. I think he's having trouble with his mic. It sounded like to me.
Yeah, that came up on my thing as Lewiston. What was that other station that was in there that sounded like crap? Try to give us a little bit more of a count so somebody can try to tune you in and see if you're just off frequency.
Yeah, Skywalker in Lisbon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Skywalker in Lisbon. Okay. Yeah, you are definitely low on frequency. I got you tuned in, but you are very low on frequency. You need to come up some. If you want to stick around for a little bit, we'll get through the rest of our check-ins. We can definitely play with your radio and get her all tuned in.
Yes, sir. That sounds like a plan.
All righty, thank you, sir. And sorry for interrupting, but Radio Man, that was Skywalker in Lisbon, and after the check-ins, remember, we will get back to him and we'll have some fun.
Screwdriver, come up a little bit.
Okay, yeah, and Skywalker has a good signal, so yeah, I think there's good potential there, and we'll come back to. Anyone else for Androscoggin County? Androscoggin County. All right, well, we marked down Swiper. We know he's salty but sweet.
No, he was the one who said, did you get Swiper? He did key up and say his name twice.
Oh, I didn't even recognize him, but I do have him. I was just giving him shit. All right, one last call for Androscoggin County. All right, hearing nothing, let's move on to Sagadahoc County. Sagadahoc County.
Steel Toe, Bodenham.
Oh, good evening, Steel Toe. Nice to hear from you over in Bodenham. I'm just doing my chicken scratches here. Steel Toe and Bodenham. All right, anyone else, Sagadahoc County? All right, hearing nothing else, we'll move on to Kennebec County. Kennebec County. All right, not hearing anything. How about Franklin County? Franklin County. We got on these stations for Maine SideBanders, Franklin County. Okay, I don't know if Floyd is in there. I'm going to swing the beam back around. If Floyd is in there. Floyd, you got a copy on Radio Man? Are you ready, or should we maybe see if Paranoid can give us a hand?
Yeah, I don't hear him, so I just start lining some people up.
There you go. Hey, Paranoid, you got a copy?
Well, this ain't Paranoid, but hey, you got Taz checking in. I was on the phone, sorry.
Yeah, Paranoid, if you wouldn't mind, just put a call out for Maine SideBanders for anyone up your way for check-ins, any counties that I missed. If you wouldn't mind. I guess Floyd's still a little tied up.
Anybody
up here.
Eye up here, okay, there's eye up here. How's that?
Who is I up here?
How about Colorado?
Colorado? Okay, well, we're checking in Colorado. How about Maine SideBanders?
Yeah, did you copy me there, radio man? I didn't mean to step on Paranoid.
I got you. He's talking right now.
I got a Moose in Fairfield. Moose, you talking?
Yeah, go ahead for Moose.
Hey, Moose, why don't you hire out and see if anybody can hear you up here when I check in from Maine SideBanders?
Here's 4. How about you, Northern Maine? Anybody got a copy of the Moose in Fairfield for a repeat relay for Maine SideBanders? Anybody north of Fairfield? You got Kenduskeag.
373, I think I heard conductor. Is that the conductor?
Area Newport checking in.
There's the conductor checking in.
Yeah, I got Moose in Fairfield, I got Dave in Kenduskeag, and I got Harry in Newport. I got those 3.
Oh, man, where's Harry? I didn't even hear him key up.
You got Dragonfly in Waldo County checking in.
Okay, copy Dragonfly in Waldo County, and welcome to. Thanks for stopping by again. I think you checked in a few weeks ago, so thank you for stopping by again.
They're all checked in, Dragonfly.
Well, I think at this point, we'll call it. We got everyone. Of course, if there's anyone else out there, of course, we'll still accept anyone checking in throughout the course of the evening. But I think we've gotten everybody. And I think what I want to do before we hand it over is we want to go over to Skywalker over in Lisbon. And maybe I'll let Screwdriver help out with that since he was already working on it. So, Screwdriver, why don't you call Skywalker and just see if we can get them dialed in over in Lisbon?
Roger. Real quick, roughly how many people did you have checked in? I was kind of going along with you. I have 25, including you and me.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Mr. Skywalker over in Lisbon, how are you doing? Let's hear you.
Good, brother. Just hanging in there. I'm on channel 34, 26.894. Galaxy DX 94 HP.
Which clarifier? You probably have a 2-part clarifier, right? One, a little one in the middle and a big one around the edge.
Yeah?
All right, take the big one around the edge and go up to 895 with it.
Okay, I'm there, but it drops, it drops 100.
You went up. I might have went too far. What does your frequency say right now?
It dropped to 894.
Which clarifier did you use? The little inside knob or the bigger outside knob? Oh man, I might be off frequency to you now. Tune me in. You should be using the little knob in the middle to tune me in. You shouldn't have them change at all. Your 2 clarifiers will make a difference. So what you want to do is move the back of the knob. So when you key up your radio and move the back of the knob while you're keyed up to say 895. And then after you're unkeyed, then clarify the small knob, the front knob, to where you're also receiving 895, or you tune people in to make them sound the best.
You gotta come up, I'll do that. I'm keying down, I'll go up to 895, roger.
All right, that was closer. So are you on 895 when you are keyed up right now?
Yes, sir. It kind of fluctuates, it drifts to 894.
Yeah, so if you can go up just a tad bit more with that, not a lot, just go up just a little bit more, so it's more of a solid 895, and you'll be right on frequency.
And that's on the course?
Yes, on your course. Bring that up just a tad bit more.
All right, brother.
All right, that way further off than it was. I don't know what you did or if it moved a lot, but that got a lot further away. Down a little bit. Now I think you're just too far off. It is going to be touchy with that radio, so bring your course down just a little bit.
Okay. I think that holds it.
Okay, try it one more time. I was still up a little bit, so come back to me one more time.
Okay. 895.
If you can come down just a little bit more with that, your frequency might change. That's one of the downfalls about having only 5 digits on your frequency counter, but bring it down just a slight, like not a lot.
Roger that.
All right, that was pretty close. Now, use your fine clarifier to tune in our voices. I actually am not sure I'm 100% on, but you'll be close enough that somebody else can walk you through it. But your back one should do your transmit and receive. The fine should only do your receive, so it shouldn't mess up your transmit.
Screwdriver, you need to come up 100 hertz.
Yes, yeah, that's why it was funny, because that's what I said when we started. I knew mine was probably going to be off, so all right, I'll be. That should be better.
Much.
Yeah, that's good right there.
All right, Skywalker, try it one more time. Let me see where you sound.
All right. Hold on 2 seconds. 895. And when I'm off the key, I can dial you in, and you're good and clear.
All right, you're still a little high. I would come down on that course just a little bit more. Like I said, we're starting to split hairs here, but I believe people can hear you. So if you come down on that course just a little bit more, and then tune in your fine for your receive, you should be really close.
Oh, gee. It goes right to 4, so probably right there.
That sounds pretty good to me. Now tune me in so I sound like I'm somewhat normal and not too daffy ducky.
Yeah, you're not too much daffy ducky, but yeah, you're pretty clear, Roger.
That's the best I've heard him.
Tune people in and out as they go, but I think you sound pretty good. I am going to let Radio Man respond and the other people out here and talk to you, because I've been holding it up long enough, but I think you sound a whole lot better. You might be able to tweak it in, but as that radio warms up, it's going to drift. That's a galaxy thing, so it actually usually comes down in frequency as they warm up, so I think you sound pretty good. You got a Screwdriver over here in New Gloucester.
Well, thank you, Screwdriver. Yeah, I appreciate it. Appreciate it very much. So, I'll just be quiet now, and thank you for everything. Bye.
Yeah, welcome, Skywalker. I can understand you now. You got Radio Man here in New Gloucester. So, yeah, I'll just kind of throw it up in the air here and let everyone just kind of shoot the bull, or if there's anyone who wants to talk. And just want to thank all you guys for stopping by and being patient, helping out a new guy.
I would like to say, Moose, did you do something different over there? Because you're smoking down here.
Moose went to the bathroom. Who's this guy, Colorado?
What are you asking? If I did something different?
And I've been listening to you guys for a while. Checked in last week.
Are you Colorado as in the state or Colorado your handle?
Doing Maine SideBanders. We do it every Thursday at 8 o'clock.
Colorado, are you Colorado the state or Colorado the handle? What's your location in the state of Maine?
Try to keep up there, Radio Man.
Hey, I'm running the show here. Don't make me smack your tallywhacker. All right, thank you, Colorado. Sorry, didn't realize. Well, thanks for stopping by. What's your numbers, Colorado?
World Radio 303. That went to shit in a hurry.
Yeah, I hit the wrong button there. All right, World Radio 303. Well, welcome.
And while we're whacking peepees.
Yes, and 303, good hearing you. I know we did talk to you last week. We got you checked in, and good hearing repeat people come out here. You got Screwdriver in the state of Maine, but good evening, and it's good hearing you again.
Thank you. I've been up in the state of Maine in 13 years, probably.
Oh, missing some beautiful country, but I know Colorado is beautiful too.
Yeah, Jim Boy. I guess it was Fairfield. Get potatoes.
Roger, we actually have a guy in here in Fairfield, actually. Moose is he's up in Fairfield.
I was just trying to send him some flowers.
Roger.
Yeah, Moose, I was asking if you did anything different over there. It seems like you're booming in here more than usual.
Nothing different.
Are you smoking tonight? I don't know, was it conditions or what?
Let's do the conditions. Ain't nothing changing my radio.
More.
Swiper, are you getting an echo on Moose too?
A little bit, yeah.
Boy, ain't that weird.
What was that, Moose?
Sound good down this way. And the rain droplet.
Oh, the Ranger.
Riding the rain, yes sir, riding the raindrop.
Oh, rain droplets, yeah. Maybe. I got a wet iMac, so yeah, it's probably working better.
Yeah, same here, like that's what's going on. My iMac is probably wet, huh?
What? You saying it's raining out?
Kinda, yeah, drizzly over here. It's not really rain, but drizzly.
Roger.
Sorry, Joker, go ahead, try again. Yeah, go ahead, try again, Joker. I don't know what you were saying.
No, I was just saying, Moose sounded good down this way, no doubt.
I heard Hawkeye in Lisbon Falls.
Roger. What? No way.
Can I get a radio check, Hawkeye? Am I on channel tonight?
Sounding good.
It's 4.
Sounding good over here, Hawkeye.
Roger. Appreciatory valve is wide open. Oh, man, I need the Hawkeye seal of approval. How's this thing sound, Hawkeye?
Oh, man, I'm getting a chub. You're sounding, yeah.
Joker would love this setup. I got the headset on. I got it going through no computer, going through a little sound card. I can hear the radio through the headset, and I can talk through it. It's doing all right.
Oh, I got questions.
Yes.
So does the boom microphone on the headset interfere with drink consumption?
It flips up very easily, but I still have just enough room. It doesn't go in front of my mouth. It's just off to the side, and I am eating some combos right now and sucking down a monster. So my preliminary answer is no, it does not interfere.
On the front of your shirt says you have a drinking problem.
You might not be wrong.
Okay, so it's Maine SideBanders approved. It does not interfere with food or drink consumption.
Yeah, you definitely can't interfere with snacks. That is for sure. Now, this is close enough. I'm not going to lie. It could turn into a spacey microphone and have me blowing some crumbs into it. It is very close to my mouth. It's off to the side, but, you know, I'm not always the cleanest when I'm trying to talk with a mouthful of combos here. Yeah.
Speaking of Spacey, I'm going to drop back down to 37 and re-announce where we are.
Roger. What was that, Mr. Cyclops? That's what I need to do. Maybe you know, there was a benefit to wearing a mask. Maybe I should start wearing a mask again. And then if enough crumbs fall on it, it's like a feed bag for a horse. I can actually just take the crumbs out of it and re-eat them.
Will be it.
How could you tell they were smiling if they had a mask on? You just assumed? I would have to say, I hated wearing a mask, but it was nice because, you know, people, you can tell a lot by facial expressions, and you couldn't tell as well. You could still see it in the eyes, but you couldn't tell when I was mouthing like, man, you're a fucking idiot, which I mouthed a lot. And, you know, you don't get that when you're wearing a mask, so people tend to be a little nicer, even if they're stupid.
Plus, you can usually store a couple of Twix bars in there and snack on them, and nobody knows.
Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? And yes, you're not wrong. You can put a couple of Twix bars in there, and, you know, if you're really good, maybe you could put like a shot of Jaeger underneath the mask and have it kind of covered with a little straw or something.
Whoa. Yuck on the Jaeger.
Oh, no. If it's cold, oh, yeah.
Jaeger mixed with Moxie. Skywalker said that.
Oh, Jaeger and Moxie. You know, I've never tried it. I probably would. I don't know, man. The Moxie still kills me. I know you're from Lisbon, and I don't want to hurt your feelings, but nobody likes fucking Moxie. You might say you do just because you live where it's made and sucked out of the Androscoggin River, but nobody likes fucking Moxie.
You would be wrong.
I love it.
No, Moxie's alright, and I ain't got no feelings.
You know, the two people that said I'm wrong live in fucking Lisbon. Y'all can eat a dick, and you're outnumbered. Too bad.
I was
Fucking gross. Well, I live in Auburn, and I like Moxie.
You know, you like the idea of Moxie. You don't like Moxie, you tab drinking. Never mind.
Oh man, Hawkeye, there goes our Moxie sponsorship.
Yeah, I'm trying to nip it in the bud because I had him on the line.
Oh, crap. No, I need a new striker. Never mind. I love Moxie. I'll take a case.
Take a new striker. I don't live in Auburn. They drink off Moxie.
Hey, Woodstock 539. Yeah, it's too bad you couldn't. Do you hear Cyclops 2020 at all? Because those guys that are checking in the beginning down in New Hampshire, like, are you hearing any of those guys in Rochester or Lee?
And I'm like, okay, bye.
What's he got his tampon on?
Apparently, he should.
And just so you guys aren't confused, I'm monitoring both chats in the software, so I can see Facebook and YouTube. So I'm responding to people in Facebook and YouTube. So in case you guys are wondering who I'm talking to.
Did you get that, Radio Man 207?
Yeah, I'm writing it down.
And I also heard Double D and Port Clyde.
I'm on it.
So I have a question, Mr. Double D. Is that like DD or like is it actually Double D? Roger. I was just for my own curiosity for jotting it down on notes. I know obviously Radio Man's jotting his down. But yeah, I was just kind of curious if you would rather see DD on there or Double D.
I was just wondering if that was a bra size. That's where my mind was going.
Okay, are you an oversized man like me and you have a Double D bra size like me? Well, I prefer mine to be off the chest of a female, too. It just doesn't always happen.
That's a man's ear, by the way.
Good call.
No, it's called a bro.
Right.
Get aboard the bro.
I love it. Was that Regal? That was Double D and Port Clyde. Yeah, what kind of a motorcycle? Inquiring minds want to know.
That's a long time to say a motorcycle.
10 for on the 04 Fat Boy. Yeah, but you're street gliding. I like it. I've had a couple of those. They're good bikes.
I can't hear him, so.
Oh, you can't hear them? Yeah, so that's a little rough then.
I got a 98 Dyna.
Who's that with the 98 Dyna?
303.
303, Roger. Yeah, you're a little out of the way to go for a ride together, but we definitely 303's got the Dyna out there in Colorado. That's awesome. Double D, we'll have to do a get together this year, and as many people drive bikes that have them to the get together.
You guys are all in a cult.
Someday I do try to point the beam down there, Joey Kranz. I do. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what your antenna situation's like. I'm about 50 feet up with a 4-element quad when I call down to you guys.
Not a cult, Swiper. It's called a gang.
Don't get me wrong, I'm in one too. I drive a diesel.
Get aboard the gaggle.
Frickin' diesels.
Just another wheel holder. Tonight, but I'm getting an extremely weird sounding noise in my radio tonight.
Really? I'm not hearing much. I'm hearing some voices way down in there that I can't pull out, though.
Those could be in your head.
They could be.
All jokes aside, I thought I heard some way down in there, too.
No, I'm hearing the voices too.
See? We're not alone. We're not alone.
Hey, anybody out there got any pipe bracket?
One of us. What kind of pipe brackets? Like, how far off the wall? What do you need?
I need at least 8 inches to a foot.
Oh, man, I can't even say it. Never mind.
Whoa, pause.
Field mouse, cut it out.
You might be a field mouse, but you're looking for 8 inches to a foot. You stopped at 8 inches, I was going to be okay, but to a foot? Hey, I respect that, man.
Pause.
Pull a tape measure out. Pull 12 inches out. Where the fuck's you gonna put that?
He must have some mad skills.
No, I want to put up an Omni. I bought one, and I got the antenna, but I just got to get some brackets so I can put it up on the front of the house.
And I got to freaking at least an 8 to a 10-inch overhang, so I want to put some pipe brackets up there and get it up above the roof.
Roger. Is that Mr. Fix that I heard in there? I heard Fix had thrown in a comment. I was going to say, you got to at least key up one time for us to check you in.
Do you need some tampons there, Fix It?
Maybe it wasn't him. I thought it was. I will have to look. As far as, if the ones that stand off the wall, I do know I have a set sitting out back. I can't remember. It could be 6 to 8 inches, maybe a little bit longer, but
That's not bad, Joey. I mean, 30, 35 feet could just be your location. Do you guys operate on channel 32 locally at all? That's what Cyclops was telling me. You guys use channel 32.
We don't have them, so yeah, I want to put up an Omni for nights like this so I can hear everybody. My beam works good, but yeah, I can't hear the people behind me, and I don't like that.
Yeah, I'll look around the house here too. I might have something for you. How about a tripod? Would that work for you too?
Oh, I got a tripod, but it's right underneath the beam, and I can't stand it up underneath it. I could put it on the other end of the house. It wouldn't. Yeah, that would work, but I really don't want to do another one because I got to redo that fucking roof. I like to put it on the wall, and that way there I ain't got to mess with it when I have to redo my roof.
I don't think mine are the ones I have are anywhere close to a foot long or a foot off the wall. Mine is 6 to 8 inches max.
Yeah, Roger. I'll have to go measure it because I'm just guessing right at the moment. I'll measure it. Pretty sure I say a foot, but it's probably only about 8 inches, if that. It may not even be that much. I know it's a little bit of an overhang, but I don't know exactly how much.
Yeah, I got a feeling down here.
I may have given mine away already.
Yeah, Roger. I heard somebody else out there say something. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got a set of them right over here.
That's Paranoid.
Yeah, 10-4 to Mr. Paranoid.
Yeah, I took them off my house over the other house there. So I had my IMAX on a 10-foot pole on the back of my house.
Joker, he's saying he's got a set for you.
Yep, 10-4. That's cool. I bought another 5.8 B5000, so yeah, can handle whatever I'm going to do with it, so that'll be perfect. I just want to get it up above the roof. I don't give a shit how high it goes. It don't need to go that high.
Yeah, Roger that. No, these are the brackets you probably need because it worked at my house there in Ogden with that socket, around the edge of the roof there.
10-4, Mr. Paranoid. If I get a chance, I'll swing out that way this weekend.
Maybe it's because we're too close, but you could stand to turn your mic gain down a bit there, Joker.
Good Lord. This radio is fucking sensitive as a bitch.
It sounds like you got a party going on over there.
I don't. I got the TV running in the background, and it ain't even that loud. That's the funny part. How's that, better?
Somebody out of town want to give my radio check?
Hello, 1-2, 1-2.
Sounds pretty good over here from what I can hear. Sounds like he's got his beam pointed away, but it sounds better.
Yeah, Roger, I pointed it out towards Mr. Paranoid, that's why.
Yeah, I can still hear you, but I mean, yeah, it sounds like you brought your gain down some on the mic, a little cleaner.
Yep, Roger. No, I'm playing with the Kenwood. I ain't played with it in a while, so that doesn't surprise me that it was up too high.
Clear modulation in Lisbon. Skywalker said that.
Boy, Skywalker.
I think that Galaxy Skywalker's coming in its own. That last transmission sounded like it was on the money.
It didn't sound bad at all there. Well, that's good to know, radio man. Appreciate it.
Roger, Skywalker, I hear you up here in Waldeboro.
Hey, Paranoid in Waldeboro.
Paranoid 269er up here in Waldeboro.
Yeah, he asked you how you're doing tonight, Mr. Paranoid.
Roger, Roger. Well, how am I doing? I don't know. Paranoid.
Yeah, he's hitting me with about 3 pounds.
About 3 pounds. I weigh a little more than 3 pounds.
But you gotta eat more turkey during Thanksgiving.
More turkey for Thanksgiving. There you go. I guess so. I don't have any slippers on either.
I always go for seconds when it comes to a pumpkin pie and blueberry pie.
10-4, the pumpkin pie, blueberry pie, absolutely. That's where you get seconds for sure.
My favorite's custard.
Are we gonna start talking about food?
Why not?
Well, we know who likes the Twinkies up there, eh?
I made beef stew tonight. It was fucking delicious. You put the cheapest cut of meat in there. You cook it long enough, it just melts in your mouth. Prime rib. Well, you don't have to cook that much.
We had chicken on toast with gravy. Oh, good Lord, that was good.
Oh, I like that. I'm gonna do a deep fried chicken there this weekend, I think. A whole chicken.
Nice.
Finally gonna get around to using my, well, that is if it doesn't rain this weekend. It's not supposed to the last I looked, but there's a lot of rain in the forecast. But I'm gonna pull out the turkey fryer. I got it a year ago, I haven't used it yet, and I'm gonna use it this weekend if it don't rain.
Well,
Yeah,
Saturday and Sunday, it ain't supposed to be nothing. It's supposed to be sunny and nice out, so we'll have some more rain tomorrow morning, and then it's supposed to diminish and go away. Then the rest of the week is supposed to be pretty good, but I guess they're saying there's more shit coming in next week.
Yeah, some assholes are saying it might be snow, but I'm just gonna fucking kick them in the balls and forget they said it.
I can't say that I blame you.
You got something going on with your audio, Swiper.
Oh, really? Is it better when I step up to the mic?
It almost seems like you got water in your coax or something, and you've got like some staticky noise. You got something getting into your audio. Maybe it's RF, maybe it's water in your coax. It's not a typical sound.
Oh man, don't tell me that shit. I got brand new coax on the outside.
Are the connectors sealed?
Well, the connector up on the antenna is no, it's not sealed, but the other connectors in the garage staying dry.
Guy, are you scratching your head with what he just said?
I had a long day, so I'm only like at 50% capacity anyways.
I think he just said the connector at the antenna isn't sealed, but the connector inside the garage is sealed.
I keep up with you, Rayman.
Yeah, did you just say that the connector up at the antenna is not sealed, but the connector inside the garage is sealed?
No, I said the connector, no, none of them are sealed, but the one in the garage is dry. It can't get wet. It's fucking hanging from the ceiling in the garage.
Yeah, but the one that's outside should be sealed. I don't know. It almost sounded to me like when you're not getting into it and the amp's kind of getting out of, the amp's getting a little funky. That's what I was wondering if that's what it was.
Well, let me turn the power up just a tad and see if that makes a difference. Does that make any difference at all. I don't want to get too hard on my, I'm still down one of my power supplies.
It didn't sound like it changed it much.
To make an improvement.
Alright, well, let me turn it down and see if that makes an improvement. I'll turn it down a little more right there. That's about, yeah, I'm staying below 1,000 there.
Yeah, still sounds good.
Yeah, Swivel, when you turn it up, you go pretty loud over here. I didn't quite catch what that guy said. I'm so confused.
Okay, who's confused?
Yeah, I was just saying the same thing.
Just
Who's
about
confused?
everybody.
I don't know, Hawkeye. I'm trying to run it the best I can without devastating my power supplies.
Yeah, I'm not going to get in too much, until you get those repaired or fixed, or, I'm not going to go, I'm cutting you some slack, I guess, is what it boils down to.
I bet I could shut the big one off and you won't have anything to complain about. It'll be just down on power. Hold on, I'll do that.
Standing by.
We have liftoff.
Tempo and the winders out here.
All right, how's that sound right there? 1, 2, 1, 2, hello, audio.
Oh, smooth as a baby's bottom.
Yeah, it's because I can turn the power up on the radio where it should be, and I won't overdrive my big amp. Well, not overdrive it. I won't overload my power supplies by driving my big amp the way it should be driven.
Jesus, Murphy, get those power supplies fixed.
Well, I ordered one, and I'm going to try to get the other one fixed. But, I don't even have a tracking number. I'll tell you what, if I don't have a tracking number by tomorrow, I'm canceling the order and ordering from somebody else.
Oh, Swiper, don't worry. It's probably in the Delaware River with a bridge on top of it.
Oh, my. Don't even get me started about this, because you know how I am. I'll tell you what's really going on there.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I know. Screwdriver, he won't like it.
Heaven forbid anything can actually be an accident anymore.
Pin pulled, lob grenade.
All you gotta do is open your eyes and watch right in front of you. It's right in front of everybody to see. But everybody's talking about the fucking boat.
The fact that it lost power twice and the boat has had 4 citations for this in the last year, yes.
It was on fire when it fucking crashed into the bridge?
It wasn't on fire when it crashed into it. There was an arc flash from the wires that go under the bridge, the main high-speed panel that goes through.
Well, that's on fire.
After it crashed and the bridge came down on top of it, yes, it did. As soon as those wires arced out to each other, there was a big arc flash, explosion, but an arc flash coming out of them.
Right, and Building 7 was perfectly legit how that came down. Perfectly legit.
Holy shit, I really stirred one up tonight.
Yeah, you did. That's all right. It makes for good conversation.
Hey, Joker, on a different conversation, or back to the other conversation.
Whoa, did the meeting approve a topic change?
It's just not as much of a signal as I would think from you. I'm not going to get into the whole people are cutting off babies' faces paranoia thing. But I did just go out and measure. I put my hands on 2 wall brackets. They are exactly 8 inches from the wall mount to the center of the pipe. They are cheap wall brackets. The bottom ones, they don't have that third leg on them. So if you're going to use them, you kind of want that bottom of your mast pipe resting on either the overhang, the building, or the ground or something. I wouldn't put them as like weight bearing. they'd be perfectly fine for, you know, regular back and forth and mounted, but I definitely wouldn't use them to hold up the weight of a mast pipe and antenna.
Well, my lower roof is going to hold the weight of the antenna, so them should work just fine. Like I said, I'm going to put it on the lower roof just enough so it gets up above the top roof. So I think that will work out fine.
Roger. All right, well, if they're long enough, they're yours. They're here. They're something cheap that I pulled off from the walls at the trailer because I was taking down something or other.
What's this baby face cutting off thing you're talking about?
Oh, that's another QAnon fucking rumor that they cut off faces and they wear them around as masks and that helps make them younger.
What? Where?
No, you gotta get it right. They're drinking the baby blood.
Nope, this wasn't the baby blood and this wasn't the testicles. I have a guy that I work on his bike who will swear up and down that he has videos of this happening.
Adrenochrome.
Well, there is videos of from that fucking I can't remember his fucking name. That he used to be like a senator or a representative. He had some shit on his laptop with a bunch of Democrats running around with baby skin on their face, but I didn't think it was baby faces. I never heard that.
I mean, when you're wearing someone else's skin, does it really matter if it's a face or arm skin? I mean, we've already crossed the line into Wackoville.
Well, yeah.
It's the lotion on the skin, or you get the hose again.
Yeah, there on Screwdriver's comment about me not being as loud is because I can't run the amp with the radio.
Really? Oh, you should be able to, but yeah, no, I was just curious. You were only giving me like a 5 before, and, you know, everybody else was quite substantially more. I just expected more. You did seem to jump up that time.
Well, I turned the antenna back towards you, so that should help a little bit. But, yeah, for some reason, the sideband don't want to work on the 16, so I don't get what's going on with that. Because the minute I turn it on, everybody says I sound like shit. So I just shut the whole thing off and just run in the radio.
Yeah, that radio might not quite have enough drive for that amp on sideband. That might be close.
Sounding good anyway.
Fucking fix it.
Friggin' fix it.
Fuck fix it. Shut up, stupid.
You know, Fix It, if at least you had me keyed up, I would have respected you for sticking to your guns.
Somebody had to sit down there or up there and let people know that you guys were all here.
All right, so are you officially checking in?
Fuck him. He's checked out.
Whoa!
Thought it was you that keyed up 15 minutes ago.
Oh, I said, oh, bother, that was it. I was kind of confused.
I know I recognize your voice. I'm like, you can't miss it. And I don't know if I want to be the one to say this, but what are you running? I'm sure it's a Ranger, but which 2950 are you running tonight?
The one you like, the Mirage.
I was going to say, because you sound really good. I would almost say you sound amazing.
What the?
Jesus Christ, his hat's not going to fit tonight.
I mean, it's worlds over the not amazing how you normally sound. So I got to kind of go there.
Pour some Moxie on it. The swelling will go down.
You can leave that Moxie in fucking Lisbon Falls.
I'll bring him some.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, I have a friend, a very close friend who's one of the tugboat captains. He's actually down in New Jersey right now, and I just spoke to him today.
The tugboats don't go that far in the river. I was talking with Traveler last night about the situation. I had supper with him, and you'll never see a tugboat that far in the river, and what happened looks exactly like he's seen this happen before. This isn't the first time this has happened. And it was exactly how they're explaining it. And tugboats would never be that far going out to port. That would have been on its own well before that. Tugboats take it out of the port, and once it's released, and they turn around, and it's no longer their jurisdiction.
Well, what my friend said today is that it is not uncommon that cargo ship would have been going under there without tugboat escorts. He said,
Hey, 1710. Well, Dennis Tower Power on YouTube. Thanks for stopping by. I guess no conditions. There was a guy in there from Colorado, 303, but I'm assuming you're out in California or Washington State.
bridges, they need to have these protection barriers around the structure of the bridge.
Yeah, and I guess some of them do. This bridge just happens to be a little older and don't have that. But yeah, Traveler said he's launched several boats out of there, or a few boats. I don't know if I say several. He's been on a boat under that bridge. He's been down there for work in that port more than once.
It's made of glass. 4, 2 on each side, but they were too far away from the bridge.
Yeah, they're called dolphins, Hawkeye. Dolphins are those things that you're talking about.
Thing just crumbled. But yeah, he says it's a very, even though it was built in like 1950, it looks like it was built in the 1800s.
My problem is the whole thing fell at the same time. The part where the boat hit didn't pull the rest down. The boat hit and the whole fucking thing fell. That don't happen.
Well, hold on. I actually dispute what you're saying there, Swiper. Let me see if I got it. So the way those bridges are designed, it's almost like a roof truss system where you have pressure pushing down and then pushing back up. And if you remove one part of that, you're going to cause a catastrophic failure. That made perfect sense to me. When you took out one support section, it caused a ripple effect that went through that bridge. That made sense.
No, I'm not buying it. I've seen it. I saw it that morning on the news. I saw it, and I'm like, oh, that is not, nope, that's not right. That doesn't happen. And I've looked at it 100 times since. Nope. And you can say, oh, the sparks are from electrical. Okay, so they got electrical running through the top and the bottom. Okay, that's fine. But, it's fucking making steam when it hits the fucking water. No, I'm not buying it. That fucking bridge was taken down, and it wasn't from just the boat. The boat was, however the boat hit it, whatever, I don't know. I can't explain that. But the bridge was taken down, and it was for a good reason. They wanted to close that port.
You know Hillary Clinton won the election, right?
Jesus!
I'm moving. I'm out of here. Screwdriver, you always fucking mock me for my conspiracy theories. But I've been right about my conspiracy theories. And you've been wrong.
Uh-oh, it's going to get ugly.
Very well.
Hey, did you hear about the ivermectin today? The FDA had to pull all their messaging about ivermectin. They had to pull it. The courts made them pull it.
I actually have no idea what the fuck that even is.
Not surprised.
I don't go on that one special website in the dark web in the back corners of the universe to try to find some obscure news.
If you don't know what ivermectin is, you really shouldn't be talking shit about my conspiracy theories. Hey, you got a break in the action for a late check-in?
Yeah. Let's everyone retreat to their neutral corners for a minute. We'll take rigor mortis rooster.
Oh God, don't jump on me. I'm just checking in. When you guys are ready, I got a great fucking anecdotal story from work, from my work this week.
I hope it's about needles or poop in a toilet or something.
On Building 7.
What was that, Hawkeye?
I said, for what it's worth, I'm with you on Building 7.
Yeah, well, Screwdriver, where
fell in remorse.
It fell out of saw. No, you know, Screwdriver, I would like to say one thing about the bridge thing here. Just for historical reference, I actually read an article when the old Casco Bay Bridge was crashed into and they rebuilt it. One of the things you guys were talking about was that dolphin system, they call it. And it's basically like a bumper system before you actually get to the pilings of the bridge. And when they rebuilt the Casco Bay Bridge, they put those in because that was a specific concern of theirs, is that ship did not have that system to protect the pilings of the bridge. So when it crashed into it, and I know, listen, Swiper, I'm with you on the stuff about Building 7. I'm with you, but I looked into this and I kind of heard the same thing. They had a guy that said that particular ship did not have the safety measures in place that are required. Apparently they were grandfathered, and apparently there's certain crews that aren't allowed in American waters, but there was some weird thing where they were grandfathered and they were allowed to operate in the port, and apparently that ship had a poor safety record. So I kind of heard some of those things too, and I'm kind of like, I think this is just what it is. The fucking, it was a piece of shit bathtub, and it had a terrible mechanical failure.
Yeah, well, that could be true. I have no idea about that. And my theory is nothing I heard, contrary to Screwdriver's belief. I didn't hear this anywhere. Nobody has given me this. I'm talking about what I saw with my eyes and what I believe about physics and steel and bridges. I just don't believe it collapsed that way. If it was just getting hit on one fucking support, I just don't believe it would collapse that way. I could be fucking completely wrong. Wouldn't be the first time, won't be the last.
Well, it did have a type ahead for captain.
He was from Ukraine. The captain was from Ukraine. The boat's from Singapore.
Putin did it!
The thing is, you know, that is a suspension bridge. So what you can't see, especially in the dark, is that all the cables coming down from that main, there's usually like 2 or 3 main towers, like the San Francisco Bay Bridge is a suspension bridge. And all those cables coming down is what's holding up the roadway. So once that main support goes down, all those...
Hello, Dutchman. We're having a heated discussion here.
Roadway is going to drop like a stone.
Well, I'm not so... With the roadway... That bridge is nothing like the San Francisco Bridge.
No, it's actually built the opposite way. The arch goes up and the cables come down. San Francisco Bridge, the cables droop down and the other cables hold the platform. That one was done the opposite way.
The roadway, yes, was suspended from that steel structure. I get that part. But the structure is completely different than the San Francisco Bridge. I'm just going by what I saw. I don't believe the fucking... We'll put it this way. I saw it on TV, and what they said on TV, I always assume is a lie, and I'm right 90% of the time.
You know what, I don't know if I haven't really seen that many videos of it. I've been so busy at work, but it seems like every video they show is sped up. So I don't know, have you actually seen it in real time? Because it's, you know, it seems like every video I've seen is like sped up 2 or 3 times.
You know, I did notice that. On day 1, I saw a lot in real time, and it's boring as hell, because they fucking show like, 90 seconds of the boat coming towards the thing, and you're like, what the fuck? Do we really need to have this fucking long a time before it hits the thing? So that's fucking nonsense. I get that. And then you see it in real time falling down. But ever since day 1, day 2, everything is a time-lapse one. So I'm with you there. That's kind of weird.
Well, it's partially because if you watch it, it's definitely sped up. You watch the flashing lights off the water, it's sped up. But it loses power twice. So it loses power, and all the lights shut off, and then they get it all back up and going, and they start the motor back up. And then you see them try to slam the boat into reverse to keep it from going where it's going. and the boat actually jacks off a little bit, and it loses power again. By power, I'm talking electrical power, boat power, everything. And then they get power right back on before it starts. And in the video, it only shows it without power for like 5 seconds. But realistically, it was without power for however long that is. 45 seconds it took them. I mean, if your generator stalls and your motor stalls, it's not going to start up instantly. It took them 45 seconds, blew a bunch of black smoke because obviously the engine was loaded up and it didn't run great when it was flooded out. So when they tried to hammer it in reverse, it just wasn't there. So yeah, I mean that whatever it was, 30 seconds of video was more like I don't know. I think I was trying to time it out. It was like 3 or 4 minutes.
Well, when the boat took off from the dock, it had to make a U-turn to go under the bridge, and it was towards the end of that U-turn when it lost power. That's why it went straight on into the pylon. If it just held on for a few more seconds, he would have completed his U-turn and would have just drifted right out underneath. But he's right in the middle of that big U-turn he was trying to do.
My point is, stop focusing on the fucking boat. Yes, the boat hit the thing. Focus on the collapse of the bridge. It collapses all at the same time. Not after it hits the boat, and then it comes down, and then it comes down on the other side. All at the same time, it falls evenly.
I guess I'm not seeing that same video because I watched it collapse down there, and then especially if you watch the view from further back. There's 2 different views. There's one from further back, and you watch it kind of come down in sections and slowly come down, and one side hits the river first, and then it kind of teeters the other side with the other pylon top. But I didn't see it just randomly falling down all at once. It came down quick, don't get me wrong, but I mean, you saw it go down at an angle. You saw the cars going in the water. From what I was told, the ship operator actually was on the radio when they first lost power. The ship operator called the ports, and the vehicles that were on there were not actually, supposedly, they weren't actually people. They were maintenance crews that were doing maintenance work on the bridge. They already shut the road down, and there was no traffic going across it at the time. The people that were trying to get off were the maintenance crew that was already on the bridge doing just regular preventative maintenance.
10 seconds before that bridge came down, I saw a tractor-trailer truck going across it. 10 seconds before the boat hit the bridge and the bridge came down. So that shutting down the bridge wasn't true.
But TV is claiming they shut down the bridge before it was hit.
Oh, man, talk about pucker factor going over the bridge. You think Waylon Jennings was in your head when that was happening? I don't know how the Duke boys are going to get out of this one.
Per se, whatever you want to call it, but this is what he does. He facilitates these boats from leaving this particular port. So this is where I'm getting my information from.
Building 7.
I'm not saying Building 7 in the Pentagon. That's a completely different story. I have my own theories on that shit. But not every accident is a fucking conspiracy theory. There are some things that are just accidents.
Diesel engine, turning the screw. He said, procedure dictates that you would slam it into full reverse. Well, wherever that rudder was when you lost the power is where it stays. You can't turn, you can't steer the rudder without power. So that screw going in full reverse with the rudder in 20 degrees, he says, would have actually swung the front of the boat around even worse.
I actually heard they had dropped an anchor, too.
That are in the front of the boat to steer the front of the boat are electrically operated, so without power, it ain't steering.
Yeah. And you know what's funny, Hawkeye? When you watch it, like, if it would have stayed without power, I actually think it would have just went right in between it and gone right in the channel like it's supposed to. Zero power. It was on the right track. When they slammed it into reverse the second time, you watch that boat take a hard fucking corner. Like, I think it would have went right underneath and not had a problem. Just coasting along. But when the power came back on that second time and they fucking tried to slam it, that thing took when you're looking at it to the left, but I assume when it was coming through it was to their right. I was told it was starboard side or something. I don't fucking know. I'm not a boat guy. But either way, you watch and turn right into the fucking pylon.
I imagine if you were heading over that bridge, it'd be like the Dukes of Hazzard. Your butt chicks would be clenching the seat, and Waylon Jennings would be in the head saying, I don't know how the Duke boys are going to get out of this one.
Slow those things down is a fucking huge miracle. Those things are not supposed to maneuver very good. Boats do not maneuver well.
Is going to start to fly.
I heard everybody. But yeah, they aren't meant to maneuver well. If they don't, and especially that big, that's a big turning radius. And, you know, I don't know how much weight is on that thing and how much it weighs. Like, I had a problem with my first initial thought by watching it. Not conspiracy theory, not this, not that. But I'm like, that thing barely touched it. Like, I'm like, it stopped. It didn't push through the bridge. It's not like the bridge was a half mile down the river. You watch a train, and that's what I'm equating this to as a train. A train hits a car, the thing's fucking a mile down the track. This thing hit the bridge, and it literally stopped as soon as it hit it, and it just fell down on top of it. I'm told that's actually normal because even though it's a lot of weight, when it hits something that is solidly in the river like that, you don't have any, there's momentum, but not like you would think, is what I'm told. I just found that part a little weird.
Yeah, when it hit it, it knocked it off of the shock pads, and once the shock pads got freed up, I mean, there was only one explosion, and that was on the boat. There was only fireball I saw. All the other, that was electrical, definitely electrical wires that shorted out on the ends. Yeah, okay.
But it did amaze me that a boat weighing that much and that big stopped that quick after it hit. I'm like, obviously the bridge, it wasn't like hitting a fucking cement wall because the bridge crumpled. I'm like, it did seem a little weird that it didn't stop. But I'm not a boat person. I don't really know anything about it. But I did find that particular.
The only thing about the boat, I think you guys are focusing on the boat way too much. It's about the bridge. It's not about the boat. But the one thing I would say about the boat is I would have expected it to ride up onto because, you know, there's fucking tons and tons of cement on that support. I would have thought it would have rode up onto that more than it did because there's a lot of weight there, and it is hard to stop that momentum.
Yeehaw!
I disagree. I don't want anybody to get worked up, but I disagree. Like, I watched the bridge, and I saw when that thing fell, it looked completely normal to me. From other videos I've seen for a similar situation, not exact, but I'm like, I didn't see anything that looked suspicious about the fucking, about the bridge. I thought the boat was the culprit, and then when they slowed it down and they had earlier footage and you seen the fucking lights go up and shit, the boat hit it, it came down. I can, you know, when one of my engineering classes, we had to build a bridge out of, you know, it was metal, like an erector set type deal, but, you know, it had a 20-foot span. This was one of our finals in the class. And we built suspension with one team had suspension bridges, one had, you know, this, that, and it was literally you put weights on it to see it collapse, and the weights, we held up the amazing weights, but when you knocked out one of those things, one pylon, it fucking, that shit crumbled with like zero weight.
You don't know. You've never built a bridge.
Exactly. I've never built a bridge. I don't know nothing.
Well, you want to hear something weird?
Yes.
It'll grow.
I was going. This is no bullshit. I was driving across the bridge like 3 days ago on the way to work, and for some reason, I suddenly became aware that I was on a bridge, and that if it just decided to let go, there's like nothing I could do. You know, I was thinking more along the terms of like earthquake or something like that, but you know, why did that thought just creep into my mind? You never think about that, right? You just always assume the bridges are there. You drive over them every day. Nothing ever happens. But out of the blue, I just suddenly realized if this bridge was to go down, there's not a goddamn thing I could do about it.
You say that, but I always put my window down.
When in doubt, throttle low.
The one that always got me is when you're driving through the tunnels in like New York City and someone goes, oh, by the way, we're under the water. And I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, I freaking hate that. Yeah, like it's not bad enough you're underground, but you got to picture like a whole river surrounding you.
Yeah, exactly. I always think about that. You go through those tunnels down around Jersey and New York, and oh man.
What was that, Swiper?
Would you like me to change the subject?
Yes.
Okay. About 3 months ago, hold on 1 second.
He's got to take a puff.
See, now I'm fucking watching videos.
Is he running this through the PR department?
Well, it's been through the HR department, if that's what you mean.
My phone's ringing off the hook down here. I got people threatening not to show up next week.
Oh, well, I'll shut up then.
I'm just kidding, Swiper.
I'm watching some videos and I don't like it.
Squared away my frequency. This should be entertaining.
I am highly entertained. Highly.
You know what I want to know is why my fucking George 2 has a scratch on the front.
Because it's a second-hand model and you got fucked.
Fuck me, I'm going straight to president about this. Like the president.
Any protective plastic on it?
Yeah, right to the president.
It happened to him, and yeah.
You know, that's another thing I got to say something on, but Swiper wants to, I think Swiper wants to tell a work story. I think he's been saving it.
No, I mean, I'm okay with just letting people talk. I've been way too vocal here. I'll just set aside. We can wait for other times for that story.
I hope it's a poop story.
I'm hoping
it better be a poop story.
Yeah, poop stories trump CB radio stories, I think.
It's not a poop story. Went to work with after going to the dentist office, unlike the other people.
Fuck, I like poop stories, though.
No, you know, it's funny. Some of you guys might not know, but I got in a little bit of a debate with a guy about he bought a CB radio, and it had a superficial scratch on it. And the guy's going on, I've been ripped off. Oh, it's a repack. Oh, it didn't have the film on it. And every time you debate someone on the internet, never fail. It doesn't matter if you're talking about trains. All of a sudden, this guy's magically a railroad conductor with 20 years experience. You're talking about planes? He's a pilot. So I'm talking to this guy, and he just throws on me, I've been selling CB radios for 20 years. I've sold tens of thousands of radios. I know what a repack is. And I'm like, isn't that something? Whenever you're debating somebody on the internet, you always seem to find the expert in the matter. Always. What are my odds?
So I have a question. For one, if he sells tens of thousands of radios, why didn't he just fucking get one himself instead of having to buy it off somebody else? And is this the same guy that's always the expert, or are these different guys? I'm just curious if you mean like you've seen this guy, the man, on many posts.
No, I just mean in general. Like, if you are, and I'm not even directly involved in these arguments, but people be arguing about something on the internet, and there's always that one guy, whatever that is, it's like, it just amazes me that you always see, like, they'll be arguing about the FCC. You know how many times I've run into people that are high up in the FCC on the CB radio forums? I tell you one thing, that's a very top-heavy organization.
Oh, they got millions of people.
Every one of these guys works for a field office.
They're always parked outside my house, son of a bitches.
All right, so I have a different question. If anybody wants to, I need people's opinions here.
Well, are you asking for an opinion, or do you want the answer? Because I'll tell you right now, I'm an expert in that field that you're about to bring up.
And it'll grow if you leave it alone.
Your concerning here. Swiper, key up and like just give a very relaxed like 10 count, or whatever. Just talk for, we'll say 10, 15 seconds. Blabber on like I normally do. Like, don't get excited. Don't raise your voice. Just talk normal. I hear something. I want to know if other people hear this.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you know what? I actually have talk back on. Where is that knob?
Oh, no.
I didn't hear it till I went calm voice. Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, I even heard it after. I hear a static. You give me a good signal and you sound good, but I hear just a staticky with you. And I thought it was static coming in, but I don't hear it with anybody else except you. So I was just curious if other people hear it. I'm not saying you sound bad. It's not amazing, but there's something that just was a little off in my ears. I'm just curious of what other people hear.
Yeah, that was the noise that I brought up about a half hour ago. That's the static noise.
And I'm an expert in this. I work at the static department, and I heard static. 20 years experience.
That might have been when I was outside measuring those things for Joker, because I didn't hear you bring that up. So I'm sorry that I said it. But yeah, I just thought it was weird.
I apologize for your apology.
Your apology is accepted for apologizing for my apologizing, accepting the apology. And I'm apologizing for, stepping on the 20 years experience in the static department as a high-tech pro.
Oh, I'm not apologizing for shit. You're going to have to live with the fucking static, because I'm not changing a fucking thing.
Well, that's what I told him, Screwdriver. I said it's not a common noise that you hear when somebody's having an issue with their audio. It sounds like static, like a loose connection or something.
All right, Swiper, I know you're not apologizing, and I don't take this as an apology, or we won't take this as an apology or an admission of guilt, but turn off your drive ramp. Just run the straight radio for a second.
Before I do that, I'm going to try this Nike Eagle. Did that change anything?
Yep, I didn't hear it at all.
Nice and clean. No static.
Well, there you go. I don't know what you were running on it for a mic, and it didn't sound like a scratchy mic to me, which was weird, though.
Oh, I was running my Silver Eagle, now I'm running a Nike.
Oh,
1, 2. 1, 2.
Audio. You were
silky smooth voice.
Oh, I think Hawkeye keyed up with you, but I think he was going to try to tell you that you may or may not sound awesome.
Yeah, take that other mic and throw it in the fucking trash.
Fucking trash, man.
What the? That's a Silver Eagle. I ain't throwing that anywhere.
Well, you said that to me one time, and I'm still sore about it.
Same thing, well, they're keyed up together.
Silky smooth voice. 1, 2, 1, 2.
At least take out a hacksaw and put like a good nick in it or something so you know. It will remind you.
So you like the sound of this mic better, I take it?
Oh, it's sweet.
That's fucking nuts. All right, you guys can go fuck yourselves.
I can hear.
Hey, can you count back from 10 for me?
Over there.
What'd you think?
Swiper.
Fuck, I stepped all over you.
Swiper.
Sucks. I mean, what?
Can you count back from 10 for me? Softly and slowly.
No. This is borderline sexual harassment.
I think
and that's what my story has to do with.
All right, let's go to HR. We're taking a poll here. You can't see it, but I'm licking my finger and I'm putting an imaginary hash mark on the in the air. Coming from HR, we got 3 hashes that say no, that is not sexual harassment. All right, now you got me intrigued though. I want to hear the sexual harassment story.
No, I'm just gonna leave that tease out there for you.
If it was sexually harassing with some poo, it's even better.
Well, you wanted him to go backwards with his 10-inch, so, that could be sexual harassment.
Swiper, when you went to the dentist office earlier, did they give you cranberry juice in the Dixie cup before you went out, or did you wake up and your butt was bleeding?
No, they didn't do any of that, but my shirt was tucked in before I went to sleep.
It's a natural diuretic. What's funny is, if your shirt's tucked in and it comes untucked in that situation, maybe you just moved and stretched a little. But it's weird when you know for a fact your shirt wasn't tucked in, but after you're done, it is.
feel as though that's worse.
They didn't put me to sleep. But, I mean, it's funny to fucking tell a story that way.
Hell yeah, you gotta make it interesting. Oh, there's that Mr. 29. Good evening, sir. Radio man's gonna have to write you down, but I hope you are well. Roger, Roger.
Just a small weather report. The skip is gone from the other channels.
That's not a weather report. You're supposed to tell me it's sunny and 70 outside.
Sunny and sweaty?
No, that's my eyeballs.
He said sunny, not shiny.
Oh, and he said sunny, not sweaty. Never mind, I apologize.
You know, it's a good sideband night when the topic of somebody's butt bleeding has been brought up.
You're friggin' right.
Nah, it's just been tampered with, that's all.
Yeah, no, we were trying to stop the bleeding.
I'm sorry you ripped it further.
That's what happened to the underwear.
It reminds me of the Ricky Bobby thing, you know? I mean, you're trying to stop the butthole bleeding and you shove something bigger in there. It's kind of like, you know, you stab yourself with a knife, and the way to get it out is to cut it out with another knife.
Yeah, use a tampon.
Yeah.
What guy carries? Never mind.
Those kind of guys.
Shove it in your butthole, stop the anal leakage.
Well, isn't that for depends?
Yeah, you know. Oh, man, you are the almighty cornholio.
Oh, tampon, at least you got a string, you can pull it out slowly.
I'd probably just forget it was there.
Yeah, I was just on a striker. It seems like it's dead keying like 55 watts. That's weird.
What, when you were out here?
Yeah, I just had it on. I don't know. I couldn't get any response.
If you're dead keying 55 watts on sideband, there's something definitely wrong.
I was going to say, I'm a little confused, because if you're dead keying any wattage, there's a problem.
All right, I'll switch back over. Let you see.
You know, the other thing too, Taz, is there's been a lot of rapid fire keying, and I'm sure there's been some people been trying to get in there and they had no luck.
Yeah, that was a little rowdy half hour. That was awesome.
Why?
I was just using the radio by itself. No amp, no nothing.
Oh, I saw you got the new truck, and I can't believe you went away from the Ranger. Oh, man, you've been a closet lover. See how you are?
What did he go to?
A Toyota.
Oh, Jesus.
But in his defense, he's always had a toy truck anyway, so it's all good.
Well, they're good trucks as long as you're not going to work them.
I'm just giving you shit, 207. No, that's awesome. Congratulations. That's a good-looking truck.
Yeah,
a 102-inch whip on the back of that thing, and you'll be good to go.
Fuck that. Cut a hole right in the middle of the fucking roof.
Isn't that what I said to you?
Yeah, wait. Yeah, never mind. I didn't repeat that, Greg. Who are you talking to up there, Floyd? I hear you.
Just put a headache rack on it.
10-4 on the moose on the loose.
Know you can hear me?
Yeah, I could. I just didn't hear who he was actually talking to. We've been doing a lot of quick key-ups and trying to get over people because everybody has some amazing comments to add about situations.
I'm an expert in that arena.
Perfect. You can't trust us. We're a questionable bunch, that is for sure.
I don't want to listen. All I got to do is turn the radio off.
Yeah, but what fun is it to turn the radio off?
Too busy laughing your balls off.
What is it? The end of the first period, Greg?
No game. I just been listening and learning.
Holy crap, no game. Oh man, I'm scared what you're trying to learn from this bunch.
I thought he said learning. I was like, Jesus Christ, don't do that.
I know, right? I'm full of shit. I am an expert, and this I can 100% say. I am 110% an expert on bullshit.
I took a PowerPoint class, and how dare you?
I stayed at a Holiday Inn.
Shit, or it was all the mic the whole time?
I wrote the PowerPoint software.
I invented the fucking internet.
You need me out more?
Is the fucking internet different than the one I get on?
Al Gore's my son. I gave birth to that motherfucker and taught him everything he knows.
Oh, I knew he was a jerk.
Wow. He's still trying to catch up with me.
I raised Elon Musk.
Yeah, I gave him his starter money for his capital venture.
Did I just hear Wingnut?
You know he's still throwing in comments.
Yeah, you did. Good evening, Wingnut. Good evening.
What's going on, guys?
Rods of God.
How much snow you still have out there, Pipeline?
I like to turn people down, okay? But you people are ridiculous. Just go. Rejected. Denied. No. Go. Go.
Folks never fair. The credit pimp's here.
Pimp my credit.
Now at Miller Dodge, get a new car with guaranteed credit approval in 30 seconds or less. And this week only, buy a new car.
And get this sweet plasma TV. So if you want your credit pimp, get down to Miller Dodge.
Pimp my credit.
No doubt. Yeah, I still have some little bit in my yard, but most of it has melted. I could get a car in my yard now. Before today, it would have it had to be four-wheel drive. You weren't pulling in here with a two-wheel drive car. Oh, shit. Yeah, I definitely got a little bit of rain and, more of a hail, but not a whole lot that stuck to anything. I didn't see any downed trees around here. I don't know about Radio Man, but there was, no downed trees, no branches. Down towards my work, though, oh, fuck, it was everywhere. There was all kinds of damage.
We lost power for about 5 minutes.
Well, I guess that radio does not like sideband.
I guess not, because you didn't do anything.
Well, I'm looking at the meter and it says it's dead keying like 56 watts, just like from a key. It's weird.
Then you're not on sideband, or that tune and that balance is way the fuck up.
Well, I can hear you guys just fine on the striker. That's on my old one, but I ain't tried the new one. But yeah, that's weird.
Oh man, you are spending some money. You got a new one? Damn.
Yeah, it's been in the box for 3 weeks. I ain't pulled it out yet.
Speaking of money, what did you think of those Legos there, Screwdriver?
I'm thinking I didn't see that.
I posted it in our group chat.
Oh, the group, it must have been this afternoon. I know it ran away from me, and I had some shit, some TikToks and some other stuff that you had posted that I have earmarked to go back and look at. I haven't had a whole lot of phone time today.
I think it was yesterday. Was it yesterday? It might have been yesterday or the day before, for that matter. It was right after we talked about it.
Well, we talked about it last night, and then, yeah, I mean, I didn't talk to you after that, so, yeah, I don't know. I'm actually looking to go back now.
Two videos, I believe, I posted.
And yeah, Mr. Taz, you should fire up that radio while you are on another radio and see what you can hear, if it's outputting anything. And I am not fucking seeing it at all.
Yeah, nobody was seeing it. And I know I was on right switch box. I was hearing everybody, and yeah, it's weird. Just key it up. It's just like constant 55, 56 watts, dead key. No swing, no nothing, no modulation. Weird.
Roger. Yeah, and I found a video, so I'm watching it now. And this is all in your bedroom?
10-4.
Damn. So does the light go all the way around your bed?
Oh, every fucking square inch of that place is either bed or Lego.
That's awesome.
My wife says for me. She does like her Legos.
Hell yeah.
I was thinking about it as I was looking at the videos before I posted it, and I was adding them up in my mind. There's got to be $3,000 worth of Legos there, easy.
I love the little Starbucks coffee place. That's great.
Oh, it ain't hard to buy a bunch of Legos and spend a bunch of money on them things.
I mean, she goes crazy with it. I mean, I made her benches. I made her, like, you know, that's like a road. You know, you could see she painted roads and stuff. Yeah, I mean, she's into it.
Hell yeah.
How old is she?
She's 29.
Good answer. Almost 29. Just at 29.
I don't know.
You tell him 29. Yes, tomorrow will be your day. And how dare you think you have a life out here, you know, or outside of here? You missed the check-in. See how you are? I hear you.
little bit of this and that. I don't know what kind of frames, but friggin' right. Temper on the door entryways and the window frames. Yep, it's definitely been one of those weeks. I hear you. Sounds like your week was good, though. My week has been a long week.
I came home after half a day today because of the root canal thing. My face was hurt.
Oh, does your face hurt? 'Cause it's killing me. Sorry, I had to.
Yeah, I know. My wife already said it before you did, so. Touche.
I'm sure she did.
Oh, you little bitch. You went home early from work?
Well, my boss actually said to go home. He says, go home. You don't need to be here.
Fucking. At least the other guy went home in the middle of shoveling. You just went home because you fucking went into the dentist? Oh, my God.
Well, the thing is I actually have all my shit caught up. The other guy's fucking buried in work. He's got his building is fucking buried in fucking work orders. I had a fucking a blind. I could go change a blind.
Yeah.
Take some ibuprofen and rub some dirt in it.
Yeah, yeah.
Just get your tetanus shot first.
Yes, I had a root canal this morning. But fucking dentist asked me, do you want the day off? I said, no, I like working. And he says, well, I was going to give you a note. I said, I don't think I need a note, but no, I'll go to work. And I stayed at work until the Novocaine started wearing off, and I started having pain in my fucking ear.
Did you start to feel guilty, though? You gave the guy shit for not going to work because he went to the dentist?
In your face. So, yeah, I started having pain in my eye and my ear. I'm like, what the fuck?
You gotta say it again, Radio Man.
You know, Swiper, the other day, you were giving some guy at work so much shit because he took time off for going to the dentist, he quit. Did you feel a little guilty going home because you went to the dentist?
Well, you're mixing a couple of things up a little bit here. First of all, the guy who had his tooth pulled, he had a tooth pull. He had it pulled on Wednesday. He took Thursday and Friday off. The dentist told him he could have Wednesday off, the rest of the day. He took Thursday and Friday off. Then the storm hit. He took Saturday and Sunday off, and that's why he got fucked up.
You didn't have fingerprint marks on the other side of your head, did you?
What?
Fingerprint marks, bruises around the other side of your face?
Well, first of all, I had a root canal and a cavity filled as well. I had both sides of my face, both upper teeth. So he was drilling all on both sides of my upper mouth. But no, I don't know about finger marks. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure what the reference is there. It's probably sexual, in which case I'm going to have to refer you to Radio Man. You're HR, aren't you?
Just trying to figure out what's going on with your ear.
Oh, well, I'm an expert in these matters.
He had an ear infection once, too.
Surprised they did both sides of your fucking mouth.
I just love taking my toys out of the toy box and spinning tops.
You didn't have a boot heel print on your forehead, did you?
Well, I could have sworn my shirt was tucked in before the operation, but after it was pulled up. I'm not sure what happened there.
And on backwards.
Oh my God, I'm cracking myself up over here.
That's like when you go to the proctologist and they go to check your your prostate there, and you realize he's got both hands on your shoulder. Oh, what are you guys thinking about that?
Damn it, I took my headset off and I couldn't resply fast enough.
Damn, that was a good one. That should have went over a little better.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah, that was the direction I was going with his ear, Radio Man. It was a little deeper. Yeah, so what's this story, Swiper? Now you got me all reeled in. No place to go.
Yeah, I'm waiting for people to. It's a good story.
I hear you. You know, I'm with you. I can wait. You know, there's gotta be some level of excitement out there.
All right. Well, about 3 months ago, I'm doing a regular maintenance job. Okay, I can't even remember what it was. It was actually, I think it was a mold problem, a possible mold problem. It wasn't mold, but I had to make some woman happy about it. You know, I had to bullshit her. So I went up there with the mold spray, cleaned the fucking wall, blah blah blah. That has nothing to do with the price of eggs in China. Here's the story. This woman was looking me up and down like I was a piece of meat, and she was very hungry. Stop talking over there. Just sit over there and look pretty. See what I gotta deal with? She wanted to order from the menu. She was thirsty. Okay, thirsty. She wasn't hungry, she was thirsty. Anyway, she was looking me up and down. I felt like a piece of meat. Not something that I'm unfamiliar with, but it's been a long time since I'm 54 years old. It's been a long time since I've had to deal with that kind of thing. But this is a lower level of people here we're talking about. Stop making eyes at me. So, you know, it's no big deal. I just went about my business and, you know, stop. I'm trying to tell a story.
This is going exactly against the bylaws of Maine SideBanders here. Thou shalt not interfere with man's transmission.
Go ahead, CQ.
Yeah, just looking to see if I can check in tonight.
Oh, why, certainly. I'm sure Radio Man hasn't, well, I know I still got my shit up online, so yeah, who's that?
Bone Crusher.
Oh, Mr. Bone Crusher, what are you running tonight? Well, I know what you're running, but I got to look at the meter now and see if you're full bore.
No, just one pill into the fourth pill tonight.
Gotcha. Yeah, you still have to a 5 over here on me. What is going on, sir?
Oh, same shit, different day. Just figured I'd check in before I head in for the night.
You can't head in yet. It's not midnight. I was just getting in my car and driving up that way right now.
Sounded good here in Auburn there, Bone Crusher. I appreciate it. Sounded pretty good down here in Lisbon, Bone Crusher. Well, you can drive up this way right now if you want. I'll leave the door unlocked for you, but I'm going in on the bed.
Yeah, that's probably the next door that I'm going into. It's not to go outside, it's to go upstairs. But I will stop up there this weekend sometime. I'll get a hold of you. I don't know. It could be tomorrow night, it could be Saturday. I don't have any particular plans, but I'll get a hold of you.
It's all right. No big deal. Everything's still here for you, so.
Yeah.
Did Swiper ever finish his story?
No. I'm waiting to see if my wife's going to let me continue with harassment.
I was going to say, it kind of sounds like she doesn't believe your story. Like you might be embellishing a little bit.
Swiper, you need a squirt bottle.
Down, girl, down.
Swiper. She's jealous. She's jealous of oh, baby. Here we go.
A squirt bottle.
I think he's got somebody in his right ear and his left ear at home right now, Bone Crusher.
He's got somebody in his rear.
That's what I meant. That's like right and left ear. That's rear. Yeah, his rear. Yeah, never mind. I think that was earlier.
Oh, a twofer. All right, good night, y'all.
That was good, man. And I wish there was an easier way to send an Excel thing to you on the fucking chat. Because, yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Wish it was easy. Oh, man, she ain't letting him finish no story.
All right, she said I could continue.
Did you walk her out of the room?
No, she's still here. I dig it. All right. Okay, so 3 months ago, a thirsty old woman was eyeballing me. And, well, she's younger than me. Well, whatever, that's still old. Anyway, she's thirsty, if you know what I mean. Eyeballing me. I could feel it, you know. It's not, you don't have to be a fucking genius to fucking feel it. I just go about my business. I even talk about my wife and, put my wedding band over my face, I purposely put my left hand over my face showing my wedding band. I am clearly a happily married man. No big deal. But I could tell that she was definitely thirsty. No big deal. I get out of there. Later in the day, I go to the office, and the maintenance men are there, along with one of the broads that are at the office. Secretary, I don't know what the fuck her label is. She's employed by my company, but paid by the government, so it's difficult to fire her, put it that way. When I tell the story to my maintenance friends, my coworkers, they're all laughing and tee-heeing, and she's like, no, this is not good. I'm going to write her up. And I'm like, no, you're not going to write her up for shit. She didn't say anything or do anything. She was just eyeballing me, looking awful thirsty. So you're not going to do jack shit.
Fucking people.
So 3 days ago, that same girl, I'm walking by her and she says, I just got written up, a lease violation. Did you say something to management about me? And I go, I have no idea what you're talking about. I just got a sexual harassment lease violation with you. And I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. It's got nothing to do with me. The next day, her sister approaches me and says, do you have a problem with Dolly? That's her name, Dolly. I said, no, I do not. Did you file a sexual harassment thing against her? I said, no, I did not. That fucking blew my mind. I called my manager and I said, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I did not file a sexual harassment thing against her. She did not do anything or say anything. She just looked at me like she was thirsty. And it fucking all blew up.
Fucking hate it when things get taken to that extreme or out of context. You're like, hey, I was walking around with some big shoulders for the rest of the day because some chick was looking at me. I was okay with that. And then it turns into some bullshit like that.
So today, I saw my manager, And I said, whatever happened to how'd that go down? And what I expected to happen was the girl, the secretary or whatever her fucking title is, I expected her to be written up for making up some bullshit. And I expected Dolly to be apologized to and sent home with a nice bow and a pat on the ass. That's not what happened. My manager made her believe that multiple people made complaints about her, which is not true. None of it is true. There was no complaint filed against her. And the fucking secretary is getting off scot-free. And I feel like it's a bunch of bullshit. And now I gotta live with this. And this fucking woman is gonna fucking chat up the whole fucking building. And I'm gonna have to fucking deal with it.
That sucks. And it goes around that, oh, you can't talk with Glenn because, you know, this and that. And you know it's not true. But then it sucks to get them awkward silences after.
You know, we've learned an important lesson from Miss Swiper.
Over the day today, I have thought it over through my head, and it has pissed me off. That fucking girl in the office should be written up and fucking have a good talking to, or whatever you want to fucking call it. And that girl in the fucking lieutenant should be apologized to, and that should be the end of it. But no, they fucking lied. My manager lied and made up shit. And that just sets them to be wrong. Haters need to hate.
Hey, Popcorn.
Sucks. I know, I had to write up a guy yesterday and fire another one and escort him out of the premises and literally follow him to his vehicle and get him out at the end of the road. But, yeah, I got some dirty looks fucking today because of that yesterday. Yeah. And Radio Man, I think he was just started to tell his story. I don't think he heard what you said, and I already forgot what your quick comment was.
Oh, I don't remember, but I was going to say, I think we got something out of this there, Swiper, is that, you know, it's tough to be as good looking as you.
Well, that might have been true years ago. I would agree with you 100%. But I'm 54 years old. There ain't much to look at here anymore. Break 1-3.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you're driving the women all friggin' randy.
Yeah, well, she's not much of a woman.
Do I make you randy, baby?
Do I make you horny?
Well, the thing about this woman, and it's actually, it's true and been proven. It's not a conspiracy theory. She did have an affair with a maintenance man a couple years before he was even hired. She's been there a long time. And she did have an affair. Not an affair. She had a sexual relationship with a maintenance guy. So that didn't help her case. He no longer works here. I've never met him, don't know him from Adam. But it's a well-known fact, and I don't think nobody denies it, that she had a relationship with one of the maintenance men, which is against policy. You can't have a relationship with a tenant.
I can't like how he goes, it's not a conspiracy theory.
So that didn't help her case, you know. But it still rubs me the wrong way that this girl, I got nothing for her. I care less what happens to her, but. And this is not the first time that my company has been has basically lied to everybody. They had a big shakeup with the management, fired a bunch of people. I think I may have mentioned this to you guys before. A whole bunch of people got fired. They changed all kinds of things. Well, they lied to everybody who stayed. But I talked to the people who got fired, and they didn't quit. I mean, there was a big fucking cover story, and we were lied to, and so, you know, learning experience.
And it's not a conspiracy.
Yep, big companies. Everyone's just a number, which they don't care.
Anyway, even my manager's boss, I talked to his boss, my manager's boss told me that, yeah, don't say anything in front of that broad anymore, ever. Just, she is a snake in the grass. Do not talk in front of her.
Yeah, but how are you going to keep from puking a bit every time they mention her name now?
You want to know the funny part is, this is the girl who wrote the bullshit story that I was sexually harassed. She sexually harasses me all the time.
Holy crap, Swiper. You're just beating him off with a stick over there.
It's crazy. Getting used to working with women it's all new to me. 30 years of working with men, and the only women I deal with is homeowners. It's a different ballgame.
You know, I'm not going to be one of them know-it-alls about anything, but I do consider myself prevalent in the sexual harassment category. And you would be surprised what doesn't fall under sexual harassment.
Well, when somebody texts you, "Hey, boo, can you do me a favor?"
But is it to further your career? Are they at a higher level than you?
Down and grabbing somebody's crotch is the only way you're going to be able to find out if it's a guy or a girl.
I don't know. I guess they would be higher. She's not my boss in any kind of way. She can't tell me what to do. But she's like, I don't know what level she is. I think she's below my manager, but she gets paid by the government because of her position. So I think it's a weird category. But she can't tell me what to do. She asks me to do things for her, and I do things. But I don't have to do shit. I can tell her to go fuck herself.
Roger. Yeah, I just know we get this every year from lawyers, and it's funny because they pretty much tell you how to get away with it. You know, it's like if you're not in a position of authority, like you can hit on a chick that works with you or hit on them outside of work, and you can say some pretty nasty stuff. Now, they can be offended by this, but, you know, sexual harassment, almost not quite a quid pro quo type deal, but it almost needs some type of, you know, you are going to get some type of advancement in your life or career. You know, you could be like, hey, you're just, you're going to get some good dick, and that's not actually sexual harassment. It's weird.
All right, well, how do they get to fucking giving her a lease violation for looking at my ass?
You know, no, I guess here's the thing, and I know this, and for some reason this always sticks into my mind. So,
I don't know because I don't know what a lease violation is and all that. But you know, I do know there's a difference between a glance and a stare, and there is a specific number, and it's 3 seconds. So you know, we always used to joke around. You go and stare at a chick, and you've got to go 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, and then you got to turn your head, and then you can go back. You know, because there is a 3-second rule.
Is grabbing the crotch sexual harassment?
I think that more is an assault than sexual harassment.
Well, I mean, with everybody identifying with a lie, I mean, the only way you're going to get the truth is to grab them by the crotch.
Yeah, we won't go there, but yeah, it's interesting, this world.
Okay, Trump, grab him by the footy.
Shut up, stupid.
Don't pick on me.
You moron.
Why are you going to pick on me?
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to fucking Dick that being a moron.
Oh, okay.
I've been in those shoes, Swiper. I know how you feel. Come on, you're an ugly bastard. Nobody ever fucking sexually harassed you.
Hey, back in 1923, he was a sexy bitch. Nobody? I forgot I had this stupid soundboard hooked up, so, you know, I never get to play with noise toys and be annoying like that.
That was pretty good, though. I like the clapping thing. No, it just your additions to the conversation there, Fix-It, have made no sense to me. Every time you key up and say something, it's like, what the fuck conversation are you listening to? Just trying to make it funny and smooth it out. Anyway, what the fuck? Yeah, there you go. There's my story. Find it funny or not, I don't care.
Yeah, some girls, you stare at them long enough, they think you want them, and honey, you ain't that good looking.
That was a nice double triple. I said what I wanted to know is, was the chick at least good looking? Fuck no. Still, see, now I can't even eat. The problem I have is I have to fucking work with these people or work, around these people. And she's going to talk. And it's not going to just be her I have to deal with. It's going to be the rest of the residents there.
Yeah, but most of the residents probably know she's cuckoo anyway.
All right, guys. Well, I'm going to shut it down and call it a night. Yeah, it was fun. I'm sure I'll catch you guys down the line this weekend. See ya.
Have a good one. Where's the train?
Have a good one, Radio Man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Beep, beep. Meep.
Friggin' women and their sexual harassment.
The job I had a woman sexually harassing me. She was actually really good looking, but she was a lesbian.
Oh, that don't make make no sense to me.
Did she think you were a bitch?
Me either, but that's what happened. I was teaching her how to be a mechanic, and she kept sneaking up behind me, doing the pokey, and yeah. I'm like, girl, if I did that to you, I'd get fucking yelled at.
Yeah, it's weird how that works.
The biggest problem I have is I told her straight out. I said, no, I don't want you to go anywhere with this. First of all, she didn't do or say anything. Just gave me the creep looking at me hungry.
Yeah, all the good-looking ones know that they get stared at, so they're okay with it. You know what I mean? The ugly ones, they just sit there and be like, hey, man, he did something. He looked at me wrong. Oh, man, he must want me. Yeah, nobody wants you, dumb. You're fucking ugly. Nobody wants you. It's all in your head.
Top it off, she used to always call me Grandpa.
Now that I believe.
They have nicknamed me over there Daddy Glenn. Because I'm the oldest guy over there.
She must have daddy issues.
Well, I was talking about my coworkers, but not the girl. The girl did nothing wrong, really. I mean, she just gave me the creep because she was, weird. Some of the younger guys, that kind of father, you know what I mean? Fuck them like they're like a child.